There's a reason to celebrate every single day of the year, and today there's a ton. If you guys looked at the list of celebrations today, I was pretty overwhelmed. But one of them that was actually 2 in 1 is 2 holidays today: first day of summer and summer solstice. This is going to be the longest day of the year, so we're going to grab the Rays of Light and Good Feeling stamp set to create a simple stamping project for you right now in just a matter of minutes. Make sure you subscribe and catch this bell because we want to make sure that you don't miss out on all of our crafting and all of our tutorials. All the supplies for this are down in the link in the description below and on my blog at gettingcrafty.net. Let's go ahead and make what I would consider a simple stamping in celebration of the first day of summer or summer solstice. I'm curious, do you guys know the origin of both of those? I saw some information regarding many cultures celebrate today as a religious day when they have summer solstice. So I thought that was interesting. We're going to embrace the Rays of Light background stamp and the Good Feelings cling stamp set. I love both of these. They're both red rubber. Red rubber is something I'm very partial to. And how perfect for the first day of summer, right? This is going to be the longest day of the year. My husband, when he moved here, he could not believe that in the Midwest, where we are in Indiana, the sun sets later because we're really close to the edge of the time change. And so that was a trip for him. And so we're going to go ahead and create right now. And the one thing I really like about creating with simple stamping is it pushes me out of my box. It's very uncomfortable for me. Isn't that weird? I can throw on a lot of dazzle, but what simple stamping is just stamp, ink, and paper. That's it. It's just really simple. So we're going to grab these 2 colors, the Crushed Curry and the Daffodil Delight. And we're going to do this backwards. Now, I have some trauma to my arms, and I can shake a little bit. And so, also, I gave up coffee this week again. So I'm a little, you know. We're going to cover the whole background stamps. I'm going to give you a little hint. When I do this upside down, you are going to get the ink a little bit more fair into the center. And I also will stamp it upside down. I do this with a lot of larger background stamps. When I first discovered Stampin' Up, one of my friends invited me to a Women's Day at her church. And I was so nervous. Like, it was a bunch of people I did not know. And she knew that I did exchange students and I was scrapbooking. And so she signed me up for some of the paper crafting. And I'd never really made cards on my own before. We're going to grab a scrap of paper here. This is just a back of a designer series paper. And so I went and tried all these. Each table had a different rep or a vendor or a demonstrator, somebody who was in the industry, right? And I tried all of these different companies, but Stampin' Up was one of the ones that really caught me. And it was the background stamps, that and the rolling stamps, which we don't have anymore. And the Loads of Love, that was a stamp set that got me. So if you guys are wondering, like, I can still remember that almost, 17 and a half years later. Isn't that crazy? So I did that backwards. I put this upside down. This is the card. I put a paper on top, and then I did this. The difference is if this was on a block and I was trying to push down, I don't necessarily have the ability to push down with the full strength of what I would like to do. Now, this is the magic. Looky there. Isn't that stunning? Oh my gosh. I think it's gorgeous. And what a simple but vibrant card. Our background stamps really can deliver that for you. Now I'm torn. Do I think the Crushed Curry will stand up to the Daffodil Delight? This is a way that it did receive a lot of ink. We really did give it a nice firm side impression with our bone folder on this thick basic white cardstock. And so you can see all these supplies and more on my blog at gettingcrafty.net, link in the description below. So I have this here and the Good Feelings, and I loved the Sending Sunshine and Good Feelings Your Way. And so we're going to grab that. If you guys, I was recently speaking with some of my stamping friends, and these ladies didn't know how I put together my red rubber. So I have a little video for that on my blog. You can see that as well if you're interested. Now this is a bigger stamp. So let me see if I have a bigger block. I'm going to use the E size blocks, and these need to be cleaned clearly. I am behind in the cleaning mess, and I should do a video on how I clean my blocks because glue and inks and stuff can really stain your project. And I'm just patting. Don't dig in. That's like a big thing, right? And this is simple stamping. So we want to double check in every card that it opens the way we want it to. And then we're going to just place this right over the sun and give it a firm impression. Now, would I have done this one backwards? Possibly, but I feel like it's a good size that I could do. Oh, but see, that's why you like get stuck. And so what could I do here? I could try to restamp it, and I'm actually pretty good at that. Let's take a look if I can. Or the fix for that is grabbing the marker that ties to it. But of course my crushed curry isn't right where it needs to be. So it's probably been used for a class recently, and it's probably across the room. So we're just going to re-stamp this really quickly. Even a boo-boo is a great opportunity to create a second card. Here, we're going to be stamping with the crushed curry in the greeting and then the Memento Basic Black. Okay, I have been stamping with Stampin' Up! For over 17 years, right? When I mentioned those older collections like the rolling stamps and the wood block stamps and Loads of Love, it was a builder stamp set. I just had fun. And so I've used wood stamps before, and I kind of learned how to kind of place it. I don't know. And this is my save for this one, is stamping it with the Memento Black on top of it. It looks a little drama, like it's got that little shade behind it, but here it is on its own, just a simple sending you some sunshine and good feelings your way. So that's my question. Which of these is your favorite? Yes, I could have re-stamped this card and put it up as one whole little, like, no boo-boos, but I want to show you that 17 plus years of stamping with Stampin' Up! And I still make boo-boos on the regular, and I think it's an okay fix. If you got to, it's a little, like, it's got a shadow to it, but it looks better in person. I think it's a little bright right there. Versus this, which do you prefer? It might have even been better just to do black straight up on this project with the Memento Black ink or the jet black stays on ink pad. Do you have a preference? Which of these two do you like? Do you like the black mess up, or do you like the yellow on yellow? I don't know. It's simple stamping. It's supposed to be clean and easy, and I like it. Today is the first day of summer. I hope that you find time to get outside in the sun and celebrate the weather and the gorgeousness of what it is to be the summer solstice. This is going to be the longest day of the year. Plan something fun, enjoy the sun, but make sure that you get into bed on time. If you haven't already, catch these upcoming videos and subscribe. Hit that bell because we don't want you to miss one day of fun that we're going to have. We have tons of tutorials and videos for you right now in this channel and on my blog at gettingcrafty.net. Thanks for joining us today. Have a good one. God bless. Bye.